at Epic Universe for a third time, and this is the first day of general admission, so things are a little bit different.
Well, that general admission has been added to
the previews.
It's not fully open yet.
Not yet. It's still opening on May 22nd.
They're working through the capacity, exactly.
Right.
Trying
so
to like
we
get
were gonna
everything.
See, because last time that we came in, everything was a walk-on.
Walk-on, yeah.
So
we were spoiled.
Number 3.
Why not?
Portal, the entry right here. What are we dressed as? What are we doing?
I think we kind of did a little mini like Toothless, Night Fury, Light Fury type vibe.
Definitely,
definitely a soft bound for sure. And then of course, you know, you got your power up band. So we're always like, you know, in here, Nintendo, you know.
In all the lands, I would say Nintendo is definitely the most interactive.
There's actually a story about these two gods and goddesses that are across the little Atlantic lake here. Maybe we'll talk about that later.
Pro tip, there is 2 Starbucks, one right in the front entry and then one by Helios. And today the line's not that bad, so like we said, we're heading to Isle of Berg, but first we're gonna take you into a little store.
Celestial.
A little celestial store.
I cannot flip.
First, when you walk into Celestial Park from the main entrance, the first portal that you're going to encounter to the right, it is Isle of Berg. Mild confession, I only finished watching the 3rd movie yesterday. But also made me cry so much because it's so pretty. And here we go. We, my friends, have dragons. Still previews, baby. We are transported into Isle of Berg. But this way. We have dragons. Lots and lots of dragons. So, fun fact, Isle of Berg is based on the 2nd movie, where they are living with the dragons in harmony.
Actually, also, I know that you're telling the story, but now the statues have flames in their mouths, so I guess general public gets to see flames. Look. Those were not lit before.
Those were not lit before.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, little detail added.
This is going to be so fun to see how this park develops itself as they keep going. I know that they have plans for expansions for other like lands and stuff.
They do, yeah. They have 2 added expansion lands and plots that they've done. One out of Ministry of Magic, and the other is out of Nintendo World, which is rumored to be Zelda, but we don't really know that for sure. So don't take our word for it.
Right. We just know what we hear.
Oh, there goes Hiccup.
It's not. Alright. She's hungry. And I'm very hungry. So our first snacky of the day, we're gonna go get the PB&J.
We're gonna get that PB&J corn. You're gonna go right in that line right there.
Fucking good. Alright, so we got it. PB&J. What does it have again? It's a cilantro.
It's not peanut butter and jelly. It is pork, bacon, and jam. And I think that the jam is disguised as like a barbecue sauce versus it being like jam, because I think everybody's misconstruing it as like a peanut butter and jelly.
Right.
But it's really just naming the meats that are in it. But anyways, and it has like a, what is that green? It's like a
It's like a chimichurri.
Yeah, it is like a chimichurri. It's a little sweeter.
Right, it is. It is super tasty. Last time that we had it, it was like literally like 10 out of 10. I think it's delicious. So we're gonna give it a second try, second time for what, consistency?
Yeah, why not? And the line wasn't that bad. It's just so good. It has like a white cheddar mac and cheese that's like actually really super creamy, even though it's inside of this like croissant horn, essentially.
And the bread is actually really tasty too. You would think it's like super thick bread, but it's actually pretty light. Like I feel like it is shareable.
It's definitely shareable.
It's definitely shareable.
Definitely shareable.
Especially if you're looking for something to like to be able to walk around after you eat. You don't want to eat this by yourself.
You know what I love too though? Is it's layered. So like the top has meat on it, but then when you dig down and you continue to eat more, the layers of like the macaroni to the meat is like a good ratio. I enjoy a lot of seasoning. I like a lot of flavor. So for me, I'm happy that it's got flavor.
Right.
I mean, like look at that. Digging in there, that's inside of the cone. Like they did not skimp on meat at all.
Go ahead and show your little bite.
Are $15.99.
Wow!
Oh, there it goes.
Mac and cheese.
Yeah, so they're $15.99. But if you have an annual pass, you also get your to Universal. You have your 10% off of food. So it kind of just takes the taxes off, really. But it's not bad, especially if you're eating for 2 people. Like you don't need a whole one to yourself.
No, definitely not. I mean, if you're super, super hungry, this could be enough for like your lunch.
Yeah, for real.
But we're very light eaters and we usually share everything. So I feel like this is good enough for us to like snack on and then get on with our day and not feel like fatty.
Yo, this bread is so good.
Uh-huh.
The bread is so good. We did try the hot one, the one with the natural chicken in it.
Oh, we tried that one, yeah.
And that one's really good too. It's just lighter because it's got a shredded chicken versus like a pork and bacon. So it's a little bit lighter, but it is a bit spicy.
Unpopular opinion, and I'm gonna say this right now. I think I like that one better.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's
I
really
think
good.
I like that one better. I mean,
But we also like spice.
true. That is very true.
Did anybody ever heard of mead? Because apparently it's made from honey. And they actually, you can get it here at Mead Hall in Isle of Burke, which is really cool. So I was like, why not go check it out? Apparently it's 7% alcohol. And
This is gonna make a very interesting day. If
Yes.
You're just getting started with us, but I'm like 7%. That's a lot for a
Yes.
tiny little drink.
Yes,
And
exactly.
it tastes delicious. Honestly, like it is a little sweet, a little sour. It has a
It's
little
very tart,
It is tart. So think sour beer with kind of like a
like a
Roscato.
cherry tart.
Right. Yeah.
It's boysenberry.
Yes.
So if anybody knows what a boysenberry is, it's mead and boysenberry. So
What's boysenberry? It's like a type of blueberry, no?
I would assume it's a berry that grows on a bush.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Either way, it's delicious. However, we're gonna
So
share it because it is 7% and it's hot outside, so we're trying to just pace ourselves. But definitely come to Mead Hall
It is
in
so
Isle of
good.
Burke and check it out. 'Cause
And not
it's
only
really
that,
good.
the decoration here, if you're How to Train
Oh,
Your Dragon
yeah.
fan, it'll fill your little
Yes.
like heart for sure.
Yes.
Toothless claws. Then they have a little, I guess it's a pillow.
You can have a whole suit. They have the head, the toothless head, and the paws. Mystery set pins. Look at all the different toothless faces.
Is it just toothless?
It's just toothless.
Aw, that's cute
That's
though.
so cute,
Oh my
right?
god, the boys. You want to get
$17
one?
bucks. You get 2, I think.
2?
No, it's okay. We can't start that obsession here. That's cute though. Hook up
We
all
already have too
toothless.
many obsessions. That is so cute too.
I love this. That is so cute, actually.
That's a bag. No?
It's a bag. Yeah, it's a backpack.
How much is it?
$79.
Not bad. I kind of love
It's super cute.
that. Gosh dang it.
Magic to try and do their show.
We have 15 minutes to make it.
Yeah, it's the Advocate Show. I don't even know how you say it. But we have 15 minutes to make it. Hopefully they don't shut it down.
All right, so we're hustling butter.
Yeah, we're walking. We're moving.
We've been talking, we've been walking.
We've been walking. But we were going to meet Toothless, but the line was like super long right now. So we're going to come back and visit that. Hopefully it won't be super long later.
Yes.
So we'll come back to Isle of Burke.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
And then also I want to finally meet Mario and Luigi. So hopefully we'll get to do that.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get to do that too. I would love to meet Toad.
I know.
Like,
the boy.
I know y'all been seeing them videos.
I know. He's been throwing it down too.
I know.
He's been dancing.
I just don't need him to fall in front of me.
Bendito no.
I will cry.
I would laugh. I'm sorry.
All right, so if you guys exit out Burke, Isle of Burke, and you make a right, that'll be, you'll pass Stardust Racers on the right. And then after that, the Ministry of Magic portal will be there.
Yes.
So still on the same side of Celestial Park as Isle of Burke.
Right. And then you'll have Nintendo World and Dark Universe on the same,
opposite
side. So it's a good strategy if you guys want to like start planning out your day at Epic Universe. You know, you can go ahead and start looking at the map and then plan your strategy.
Yeah, exactly.
As of right now, it's really hard to tell what's trending, what's not, because we have such a limited amount of people. However, we know for a fact that everybody books it to Nintendo World.
Yes, and the wait times I've been checking today, now that it is open to general public during preview as well as annual pass holders, all of the waits right now are pretty much 60 minutes and above.
Right.
Except for Fire Drill, that's the water ride in Isle of Burke. That was only 5 minutes,
Right.
but probably because people want to walk around all like, you know,
Nasty
mushy and
wet.
gushy just yet.
Except I bring my shower cap.
Yeah.
And if I have
Honestly,
like
though, I need to also see if they have a place where I can put my shoes and my socks because like I don't want to walk around with wet shoes.
Like imagine just like soggy, wet socks just all
But like,
day.
look at this. Turn. Look at this. It's amazing. Old school Universal people like we are, you will remember Dueling Dragons, and
God,
to
yes.
actually have a dueling coaster again is kind of dope. Even though your
Yeah.
feet don't dingle
No.
and there's not a whole lot of loops, it actually is still thrilling, and like the distance and the way they intertwine the coasters is actually really dope. So if you like dueling coasters,
That one's a good one
Check
for
it out.
sure. However, a lot of people are like, I'm gonna replace it with like Velocicoaster. Well, no,
for us,
don't
for
get
us,
crazy.
Our opinion, it's not a replacement for a Velocicoaster.
no,
However,
no.
we haven't had a dueling coaster
In a long
years.
time. No, for
so
sure.
it's really great.
Right, it is great.
We've only done yellow.
So we've done yellow. So we should make
We're
that a
gonna try
priority
and
too.
do green today.
Green, yeah, and
Yeah.
see if it actually is more intense, less intense.
Yes.
I know that the corkscrew changed directions.
It does change
So
directions.
green goes up,
Yes.
and then yellow,
And
goes down.
So they are two different tracks, which is cool because you can have different, kind of like, again, Dueling Dragons, you had fire and ice.
Right. We're heading into the Ministry. Well, is this the Ministry of Magic? What do we call this?
Technically, it's the
portal?
Ministry of Magic portal.
Fantastic
And if you
beasts.
actually look, we'll try and get a shot when we go back out, but if you look on the outside of the portal, it actually has all kinds of, like, wizard wands. Like, there's Queenies, Newt, Dumbledore.
I wanted a wand.
All of the wands that you would want from the Fantastic Beasts series, they're all lined up on the outside. So it's a pretty cool detail that they added.
Hold on, I can't cheat you out of this view. All right. This is huge.
It's huge.
Huge. Think of Universal Studios archway. It's that big,
At least.
at least. I would dare to say even bigger, by a couple of inches, but
Yeah.
definitely a little bit bigger.
All right.
Speak on your biggest downfall of this portal.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna take too long. I love Ministry of Magic.
Right.
I think that the portal is beautiful and the visuals are, and the Ministry of Magic inside of it. I mean, it has literally cured my childhood obsession with needing to feel like I'm a wizard.
Right.
Or witch, I guess,
Right,
rather.
yeah, exactly.
And they have done that visually.
Yeah.
However, I'm sorry, Universal, but you're not selling me on the storyline.
Did we make it?
Yeah, we made it.
We made it. 12:15. Let's do it. Oh, wow. Wow. this like aesthetic is crazy. So we are exiting the show and we'll give you our thoughts as soon as we're outside. Don't skip it. That's the only thing that I'm gonna start off with. Catch you outside. Okay, so we just finished the show.
It's not a skip. Definitely not a skip.
No.
We've done both shows. We've done The Untrainable Dragon, and we've also now done this one. And it's not a skip. So
No.
anybody that tells you it's a skip,
Right.
it's not a skip.
No.
Not only that, but if you are a true Fantastic Beasts fan, and I'm not going to spoil it,
Don't spoil
but
it yet.
it gives you a ultra eye view of Fantastic Beasts. That's all I'm going to say.
100%. In my opinion, because I think out of the two, I'm the biggest Fantastic Beasts like fan.
No, I told you inside
Yeah.
that for me,
Right.
this was not that Untrainable Dragon wasn't fantastic because it
No.
is awing.
Right.
However, this show was definitely
Magical.
Yeah, it was magical.
It was magical.
It was a lot. The pre-show, however, don't let it.
Okay. It was a little weird because first you walk in without giving any spoilers, and you have a standing room with like a show. So you're kind of like confused because I was like, is this
the
a show?
show or
Is
is
it
it not the
standing
show?
only? Is
Right.
it just, and you know, it was pretty cool to watch the pre-show, which entered you into the
It did.
to the
It
to
did.
the show
It did,
itself.
it did, it did.
And the show itself. Please go. You should do like.
Make time to go.
I would say even if you're not a Fantastic Beast fan or if you haven't even
No.
seen Fantastic Beast, you will enjoy it.
Yes.
It
Yes.
is pretty cool.
The other thing I would say is if you're gonna watch the show, try and sit towards the center seats.
Yes.
Only because there's effects on both sides of the stage. So we sat on the left side of the stage and we kind of missed a little bit of the effect on that side. However, it was still fantastic. But if you want to get a full view of the show, I would sit kind of at least to where you could see both sides of the not dead center, but
No, 100%.
Somewhat in that
Get
viewing.
yourself a spot where you can see at least every nook and cranny of
Yeah.
each corner.
Yeah.
I would say the middle it would be like the best.
Yeah.
But even though we sat at the
no, it was
left,
still
we
amazing. It
got
was still
really
amazing.
good,
It was
yeah.
still amazing. It was still amazing. Definitely go see.
Yes,
Definitely go see.
I loved it and it was so good.
It's a definite.
Yeah. If you are very much a fan of Fantastic Beasts and the story and the characters,
If you are
and the
wondering,
characters,
if you are wondering what it feels like to hold a suitcase of magical creatures and maybe feed one, you should definitely watch it.
yeah. I just want to tell them about the cameo so bad.
No, you can't.
No, I cannot.
You cannot.
Conserving the magic.
Serving the magic. No, not really, not right now. But this show, you should definitely watch it.
100%.
You should definitely watch it. It is definitely a show you want to see. It is unlike any show I've seen.
I teared up a little, and that's, I mean,
It is definitely makes you feel very immersed in Fantastic Beasts. I also feel like sometimes you don't really know whether you're looking at an animatronic or a person in an animatronic, partial
Right.
animatronic. There are things that glow and there's effects that I never thought were possible.
Right.
So definitely.
definitely no. One thing that I do see a little problematic with this area is that right now, if you see how chill, I'm gonna even show you guys. Mind you, we're not at full capacity, but like this place is pretty walkable and empty, right? This is not the case when the queue starts.
No.
Once people start coming back from like their queue, it is a madhouse, specifically in that part. So,
Yeah, I mean, I think that one good thing that Epic Universe has done is the portals are so massive that
Right.
even at a bigger, higher capacity, you do feel like you can spread out more. There's a lot of inner kind of
Right.
nooks and crannies that you can spread out and have that, but when the queue starts, it's wild.
it's wild.
So, if anybody's looking to get a wand, you'll come
Right here.
to the right of the circus show. And
So, Coupe de Kudish, right here, and then right to the right hand side. Welcome to Cosme Baguettes.
So, fun fact, Actually, let's turn them around. Or you can do this, yeah. So, fun fact about this wand shop specifically is none of the wands that they carry are specific to a wizard or witch from the series. They're all actually displayed from the wood that they're made from. So like on this side over here, these are all the ones that you can get in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Studios, Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley. But so these are the regular boxes. The other boxes over here are gonna be more of a
Show the triangle.
kind of thing. And it'll say on the edge of it, like this one specifically is made of ivy. So it's not a specific one from a specific wizard.
No.
Where this is the ones you get in Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, and like this is specifically the Elder one. So it's
Right.
kind of cool how they made it customizable for like you specifically, so you feel like it's like your one that you chose. And I don't know, I thought that was like a really cool.
That is pretty cool. My question is, do these ones still work?
Yes, they
with-
do. They do still work.
I don't want to hear it, okay? I lost a nail. So what?
They have them all displayed really, really intricately, almost to the point where it accents the type of wand as well as the wood that it's made from. I just think they did a really cool thought as to you being able to pick your wand versus
Right.
it being somebody that already is assigned to, you know?
Which, like, you know, if you have your favorite wizard or witch, you can pick their wand still,
course
and
you
like,
can,
you know.
yeah.
But these are very, you know, kind of like unique to your taste, if you will. These are these. Oh, sorry.
Another cool thing that they added to like so the robes that you can get in like Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley and stuff, they're like your basic kind of Hogwarts robe, where like these, we're gonna go into that shop in a minute, but these are like embroidered and like really like into the 20s era. They also have a holder for your wand.
Yes.
So like the biggest pain in the butt
Oh my God,
was
it's to
always
walk
when you
around.
used to carry, and then you had your robe and everything, you felt like, and then you had nowhere to put it.
Literally
So
nowhere.
like, and if we all know how like the sensors on the tip of the wands are super, super delicate. So like when you don't have anywhere to put it, it risks getting all kinds of like messed up and everything.
Yeah.
So like,
My ones literally, because I am the clumsiest person on the planet, my ones always you could see a little scratch on them, and then you know you try to use them, and like sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But like having a holder inside your like drape,
inside
it's-
the drape, inside it's cool.
It's a game
Also,
changer.
I saw this really cool thing. This mom, which kudos to that mom. I wish I knew who she was. But she put, you know, the eraser tips that look like they're like for like school.
Yes,
right? She put it at the end of her kid's wand, so that way like it wouldn't get scratched up. I like thought that was just so genius.
That is actually like crazy.
Okay, so we're gonna go and try and get to the robes shop, the robes,
that's right.
which I believe is across the way in this purple building, but I think it's on the opposite side. Yeah,
It does say close there.
yeah, I know, but I think that's it's on the opposite side. Also, I don't know if the robes are open. I think that might be a feature that they're waiting to do once it's fully opened, instead of doing it as a preview, which would actually be kind of smart because then they could keep it kind of gatekeep. But this is kind of a cool area.
Here in the corner, you can talk to it. It's like a.
Uh huh. Yes.
Right here, back here.
Yes.
That we did.
I think that the robe shop is closed, but we can go at least show the window.
Right, true.
Okay.
You can see the road.
I believe the shop is here. Is the purple outside building is where they would have the robes, because the display is here. Okay, so let's see if we can see them. It's probably gonna get a little bit of glare. Let's try this.
So they're here, but the glare is like a little crazy, so we can't really show you much. They're just entirely blue. What changes is like the little hood part and the crust, but everything else remains the same. It has like black lines, yes, and they're blue, navy blue. They're cute.
Directly across from
The circus. Yeah. You have this right here. I'm not sure what's in it. We haven't explored that yet. Is that like a menu out there?
lemonade quiches. It's open, I think, actually.
She is fabulous.
Thank you for bringing beauty to Paris today. We were just checking out. You must explore and discover. Yes. After that, we did. I thought the portraits.
So last time that I was here, I had like an interaction with her, and I'm super awkward when it comes to like social interactions. So I had my camera and I want to take some portraits with her, and I was like, oh, I was just wondering if I could take a portrait real quick, because I know that there's people waiting and whatnot. So she stands and she starts posing and doing the whole thing, goes down the stairs and like starts a conversation with me, and I'm like, oh yeah, thank you so very much for the portrait. She's like, are you in a rush? Like, you can come and like, and I was like, oh my gosh, like it's a different level of interaction where you don't feel pressured, you don't feel rushed, you're just having your interaction and they're taking their actual time.
I also feel like I'm hoping that Universal keeps it as like crowds lower enough to be able to continue to have those really up close interactions, because they really do make the portals feel as if you've portaled into their exactly. So I'm really hoping that Universal keeps the crowds at least enough limited to not have it be super crazy in here, so we can keep those characters kind of roaming around.
Oh yeah, that's definitely, and that will come from you.
Yeah, exactly.
From us,
Yes.
knowing that there at the end of the day, everybody wants to get the same opportunity. So just be courteous, and then you know, be able to take your time and enjoy, and don't crowd them. They're people too, have doing a job. So
yeah. I think we're going to go to Dark Universe now, but I have to turn you guys around so you can see this view of the exit of the portal, because if you thought the beauty of the entrance of the portal was it, this is beyond visually. Okay, so this is leaving the portal, coming out straight from literally the middle of Ministry of Magic. So the detail in the side of this archway essentially is all of the different Fantastic Beasts, and they have done an amazing job at like displaying that. That phoenix at the top is just, I want to know how much that weighs. I think that's an interesting question to find out. But also, when you come out like this and you're right down the center, you can see the Elder Wand at the entrance of the portal, as well as the phoenix at the top, which I think is like such a cool shot. So,
and
such
for
a cool
reference,
shot.
I'm 5'2".
Yes, for reference, she's very small. So it is massive. It's massive. So we are back in Celestial Park. We have left Ministry of Magic. We actually came out of the side exit. So you don't have to go in and out of the portals. There's always like a side exit to go around each one of them. So we went through there. When you look to the right of Ministry of Magic, you have Helios, which is just
Amazing.
Grand within itself.
Amazing.
Beautiful. We are actually staying there on June 5th to the 6th. So we'll definitely have a video up for that, as well as we are going to be live streaming for hopefully nighttime fireworks that they add in, is what we're hoping. So anyways, when you come out of Ministry of Magic, you go towards the right, and that'll take us to Dark Universe. But when you're walking through Celestial Park, looking to add Helios is...
It's insane.
It's definitely something that, it's a different way to theme park, I'll tell you that.
No, for sure.
It's very different.
So a lot of people's complaints is like, oh, it doesn't feel like a theme park. Well, that's the whole point. It's not supposed to feel like a
I don't
theme
know
park.
if I would even classify it as a theme park. It is, it's not even just, I think it's something completely different. Even amusement park, theme park, I mean, it's completely
right.
It's a totally different way.
They have elevated the level of enjoying what is a themed and amusement park altogether.
Exactly.
And their design for the Celestial Park was to feel kind of like Central Park, right? Where you go and you take a little step back from the city, from all the noise, from all the overwhelming, which the portals can be very overwhelming.
I was just gonna say that. I was gonna say, for any of our sensory sensitive folks out there, Epic Universe has done an amazing job with allowing you to escape the oversensory. The portals are very overstimulating, so it's nice to come out in a very peaceful kind of park. People kind of complain that it's just nothing out here, but I actually love that it has its little intricate details, and it gives you a time to calm down. There's a couple little bars even that you can walk up to in Celestial Park that even have like bars, like chair seating. A lot of times they have live entertainment out here. So
they do. I have also noticed that they have like walking statues.
Yes.
So there is entertainment, there is music, there is food options.
Yes.
I feel like this is my favorite part about Epic Universe, the fact that you can just decompress for a second and take a break, and then just go back to whatever you want to go. Like, it doesn't blend within each other either, so like it gives you a nice like brain reset, right? Like, I feel like sometimes when we're at Hollywood Studios, it's like, okay, we're walking around and we're so like kind of like Jedi-ish, and then we were like, okay, now we're toys.
Yeah.
Instead of like picking.
Again, a totally different way to theme park. We have made it to Dark Universe, which is my favorite portal.
It's alive!
Yay! It's alive, it's alive.
They have photo pass, at least from what I've seen, on every portal. So if you
Yeah,
wanna
in the
take your
entrance of
picture-
each portal, they should have photo pass there. Guys, this is so dope. The details in the portal are just, it's my favorite. It's ultimately, it's my favorite.
But this is essentially like the time turner.
Yes.
So right here you have your time turner that is taking you into this like dark, violet
Yes.
little portal, and then boom,
Yes.
we've entered Darkmoor.
Yes. We are entering the village of Darkmoor, or the town of Darkmoor. I think it's town of Darkmoor.
I mean, back then it would be villages.
True, true, very true.
Say it is a village. Cool photo op over here.
Yes. There is a really cool photo up over here. When you come to the right of the entrance of the portal, there's this little kind of wood coffin.
Wait, move forward. And now you're a vampire.
Yeah. But it's actually really cool, guys. If you're a Halloween Horror Nights junkie like we are,
Yes.
you can come and get your fix all year round. So definitely,
And I feel like this has been one of the smartest things that Universal has done to give you kind of like a, you know what, guys, I know that you love HHN, so we're going to give you a little
a
HHN.
world. Exactly. And the Frankenstein Manor. Look how beautiful.
We have a show right here.
Oh, they do have a show right here. Oh, the violinist is out. But again, this is what we love about like all the portals. So you have all these storytellers and, you know, the Invisible Man is out today, which is so awesome. It'd be awesome to see Igor if we could. So we're gonna go ahead and do Monsters Unchained. It's only a 35-minute wait right now, which is not bad. We are gonna walk through the queue, and we'll take you guys through the queue with us, but we cannot take you on the ride, unfortunately. There's no filming on the ride. So let's go.
Yeah. So a quick story about the
Monsters Unchained.
Unchained. So Victoria Frankenstein, which is the great granddaughter.
No, just great. Not
Great.
great granddaughter of Dr.
Granddaughter
Frankenstein.
of Dr. Frankenstein. She had found the experiments and decided to take back on the challenge of creating monsters. And her one simple goal is to capture them all and do one.
Put them under her control.
Put them under her control. And she has one little pesky one.
One left.
One little pesky one that just won't do it.
I know.
Which is Dracula.
Dracula.
So our goal is to ride on Igor's experiment and
There
try
you
to
go.
see if we can capture Dracula.
So cool, guys. No, that's not. That's Dr. Frankenstein. Victoria's on that side. So cool.
I'm guessing these are all the monsters.
Yeah. Oh, those are Dracula's brides. Creature of the Black Lagoon. But if any of you guys are familiar with Halloween Horror Nights, the screen and the video on the screen is so Halloween Horror Nights. Love that. Yeah, Dracula's a bat. pre-show. Let me say something really quick. That arm that right there, when you come in here for this pre-show, it is going to look like this ride is going to flip you upside down and shake the chain out of your pockets. It is not nearly as intense as what this pre-show makes it seem like. So do not exit the line if you get motion sickness, because I am a super heavy motion sickness girly, and this is my ultimate favorite ride here at A Big Universe, and I've ridden it at least 12
Come
times.
closer, little lab rats. Come close. I won't hurt you. Yet. I sense fear in your hearts. You're right to be afraid. Darkness lies ahead. Now is the time to abandon hope.
I am Igor. My job is to get you through this experiment in one piece. But Igor, I hear you say, where's the fun in that? I agree, you delightful freak. Sadly, this is not that kind of experiment. Look closely.
Okay, so it
This
is not
is a catacombs navigation
at all.
unit.
What I
All you
think they
little
did
lab
was
rats and
they
your
took
little
the
lab rat
mechanism of
friends
what the
get
ride
to ride one.
motions are,
You sit,
and they
Igor
sped it up
steers,
for you to see it in a
nothing
pre-show.
goes wrong.
It
Yes?
does not go this fast.
Don't look at that. This is just the emergency function. According to plan. Yes, doctor. The doctor will see you now. This is fun, yes?
Okay, so also here you're gonna do the same facial recognition lockers that they have now, which is super cool because you don't have to worry about having a card or anything. It's just all in your face. It's all in your face.
Forgiven.
It's not.
So
Okay,
there's a button
so-
here. You press.
Yep, and then it takes your picture. Once it's accepted to picture, you just hit approve and your locker pops out. There it is. And you can do multiple people in your party too, so if you have a lot of stuff, each person can do it. That way you have enough locker space. Just got off Monsters Unchained. Just a little after thought real quick. We've done this ride at least 12 times during annual pass holder previews. And now that general public is allowed to come in also for previews, we finally got a full animatronic ride, which is awesome. So if you guys love Universal Monsters, Halloween Horror Nights, anything that's like a dark ride, this is beyond the technology. And the advancement is just insane. It's jump scares, it's screens versus animatronics, and we don't even know which is which because they're just so great and amazing. So
Without any spoilers, literally huge animatronics. Like, huge. Think like King Kong grandeur with Universal Beasts, like Universal Monsters. It's like so good.
And again, motion sickness people, honestly, it's not bad. Prepped myself the first time we came with Dramamine for 3 nights, and I was I was just preparing. You know, you never know, right? You're like, oh well, let me just make sure. I haven't done that the last couple times we've come, and I've not got sick one time.
Right.
So do not let this ride fool you.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
And a lot of people like to compare it to Forbidden Journey, and I honestly don't think it has nothing in common with Forbidden Journey except for like the kind of mechanism
The
that
actual
you're riding, the ride
yeah.
itself, the one that you board. But like when it comes to fluidity of the ride, when it comes to like movement, it is nothing like Forbidden Journey. There's no close face screens at all.
Forbidden Journey is very jerky. It's like moves you very fast and from screen to no screen. There's no dome screens. All the screens in this ride, without giving it away, is kind of just like a backdrop.
Right.
It makes it more alive.
And it's like 4K. It's not 3D. It's not like messing with your depth.
No.
It's like very much like think like a really high quality TV screen.
Yeah.
With like your elements of animatronics and like all this.
It's my favorite ride. It's my favorite ride. It's my favorite ride.
13th time on it?
It's
And she would do it again if
I'll
I let
do it
her.
again, literally.
Yeah, I know.
I would do it again.
I know, she will love you.
And honestly, to be honest with you guys, most people don't frequent Dark Universe's portal just because of the fear. Like right now, Frankenstein's experiment is sitting at 35 minutes. So people are scared of it. Don't be scared of it. No. Fight it. Do it. Chase it. Go see Frankenstein in real life. I mean,
He's great. He's a friend, not a monster. He's a friend.
Anyways, okay, we're gonna go to Burning Blade Tavern
We're gonna
now
get
to get a
some-
little bit of a drink. So yeah, come along with us, baby.
You will get used to it. I'm sorry to say. I hate it too.
I know.
Some girls want a palace, and some others just want a dark,
Want a mansion.
more. A haunted one at that.
A haunted mansion.
The famous windmill that catches on fire. We have been here 3 times, and we have seen it 0 times.
We have tried all of the drinks here, except for I think maybe one of them.
Which one?
We even tried the secret. They do have a secret drink on the menu.
Oh, they do.
It is a blend of their ale and their cider sour, and it actually is really good. It reminds me of like a framboise.
Oh yeah.
That's literally what it reminds
Yep.
me of. It's like
There is a secret
tart.
code though for it, so
Oh, you do have to have a secret code?
you have to. I mean, they will give it to you even if you're
that's
like the secret, but like it's fun to find the code and do it.
Right, but we do have a favorite drink, so that's what we're gonna get
Yes.
today.
Which is funny because like we are not Aperol people, and for some reason this drink has Aperol, but we love it.
It's called My Only Weakness. Yes. It's got gin, it's got Aperol, it's got some citrus in it. It honestly is if you like gin and tonic, because it is a little bit bitter. I'm not a super gin and tonic fan, but it's refreshing enough. It's super citrusy and like it gives you that like refreshing kind of, almost like grapefruity.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, think like a Hefeweizen, so like a Schafferhofer with the grapefruit, and then a little bit more botanical with the gin, and then you have like that bitterness. So like overall, it feels like grapefruit cocktail.
It does,
Yeah, like a Paloma, a little bit like a Paloma, but not tequila.
Out of all of them, this one's my favorite.
Comes with an eyeball.
Yeah.
that the hunters gather it for us because apparently we can't hunt for ourselves.
Yeah, you know, like cats. They bring you like lizards and stuff.
They said it's an eyeball, but they can't guarantee from what creature it is. So we'll enjoy at our own risk.
We're gonna do it.
It's pretty tasty. Drinks in hand.
Drinks in hand.
Very refreshing.
Very refreshing. So good. So we're leaving the Burning
$34
Blade.
for both. Sorry, I gotta say it.
Oh, okay. It was okay. $34.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's not bad because they are 2 ounces.
Also, they are doubles. Yeah, I was gonna say all of I want to say Universal's drinks they come as doubles. So not bad. But we are gonna go ahead and go to Nintendo World since we've kind of walked all the way through. We're going under Curse of the Werewolf.
That is actually a very underrated ride. I feel like a lot of people they see it and they're like, oh, I'm gonna get super like spinny, or I'm gonna be like,
and I need to get the bag.
It's actually a really good ride. It's underrated. Do it.
So I can't speak on that because I refuse to trigger my motion sickness right now because it is so spinny and unpredictable. However, I will do it eventually, and then I could let everybody. That's what we should do. Maybe we'll do a motion sickness rated video.
That's actually not a
in
bad idea.
all the portals, and we'll have to come up with that.
Leave a comment if you're interested in that kind of
Yes.
content. You know, we'll definitely do the things
I will
that we
be
need
very
to.
honest because I get very bad motion sickness. So I promised a story time about the god and goddess statues that go from one end of Celestial Park to the other. So in front of Helios Grand, there is the Titan god Helios, which is the Titan god of the sun. And then across the way at the entrance by the entrance of Epic, they have his sister, which is the Titan goddess of the moon, and her name is Selene. And the story is that he rode his sun chariot over to her every day, and she rode her moon chariot back across, and it was like a celestial dance. As well as every morning he would raise the sun with his arrow and kind of raise the sun for everyone to enjoy, right? And then he would bring it down and she would raise the moon. And so it's really awesome that surrounding Celestial Park there is that kind of really cool like back mythology behind the storyline. So I thought that was just like really cool.
It is really awesome. I mean, just the whole effect also of like thinking, because that's another thing. A lot of people don't realize that this park, we said it once and we'll say it again, it turns completely different at night. It's nighttime and everything's just showing. Everything's there. And then nighttime comes in, it's all about the reflection.
It is, yeah.
And the moon actually reflects the,
it is.
You know, it's pretty cool.
It is. And I think that everyone loves a good storyline. Just like every portal has its own storyline that portals you into the movie, Celestial Park has its own storyline, and I feel like people kind of don't give it justice because Celestial Park really does have an awesome, the point of it is really great. Yeah. Really great. We're going to go to Nintendo World, which is to the right of Dark Universe when you come out. So we're going to do that and head up the warp pipe. Yes! Alright. The carousel right in the centerpiece of Celestial Park. Oh, there's the other Starbucks. Oh, look at this one.
They said it was closer to Helios.
So the Starbucks is in between Nintendo World and Dark Universe in front of Oak Tavern. This is my second favorite portal.
Well, yeah.
Second favorite. It's just so interactive, and for the kiddos especially, honestly, screw the kiddos, right? The kiddos we know will have fun.
Yes.
But for the adults, for those of you that grew up in the 90s, the 80s, this will hit a soft spot in your heart. If you ever wanted to be in a warp pipe,
Now you're in it.
you're in it.
With us.
The warp pipe takes you up through Peach's castle.
We're almost there.
Boink! power bands that you can get. I believe they have Yoshi, Luigi, Mario, Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Peach, and I think a Daisy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to say they run about 42 and 45 bucks, I want to say. But they're all super interactive. There is so... If you ever imagine jumping up to a question mark block and hearing that coin sound, you can do that.
Literally.
You can almost get crushed by a thwomp here.
Yeah, you can get eaten by a piranha plant.
It's wild. So also, there's a super cool challenge. It's Bowser Jr.'s Challenge. And in order to get into Bowser Jr.'s Challenge, it's on the second floor. So there's 2 different levels in Nintendo World. You have the one at Peach's Castle, and you have the one at the bottom that actually leads you out to Donkey Kong. And upstairs is where you'll find all the keys. So in order to do the Bowser Jr. Challenge, you have to have 3 keys.
And then you collect those keys with interactive challenges.
Yes.
The way that you find the keys, there's like a little gold and
It's white and it has
symbol.
a gold key on it.
Yeah.
I want to say there's about 4 or 5 different mini games that you play in order to get a key. You can play them individually. However, it does help when you have a group. So make some friends or bring some friends.
Or bring some friends, yeah.
But what's really cool about it is the first time you come, let's say you play all of them and you do Bowser Jr.'s Challenge and it's already done. So when we came back a second time, what happens is if you've met all of your keys and done all of that, then your mini games just become a little bit harder, which is kind of cool because then you like challenge yourself again and it doesn't feel like you've already done all the games.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a really cool little like level up that they did.
Yeah, and it kind of like also like brings the need of a power band.
Yeah.
Once again, not everybody in your group needs to have
No.
the keys. So if you just have one person that has all the 3 keys, then you can go to Bowser Challenge.
Correct.
But you can't access Bowser Challenge without the keys. So it does create a really cool need for the power band. And also I've heard that you can connect it to your Wii.
Yeah, your Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo Switch, yeah.
So if you have any of the Super Mario games on Nintendo Switch, you can actually connect the points that you create in Nintendo World and add them to your Switch, which is really awesome.
Yeah, and then they have leaderboards down here
Yes.
where they display your name. It's
Yes.
honestly like pretty, like we said, interactive.
Literally.
It's just interactive to the max. Ah, look at the little toads.
It's Huda.
So good. Okay. I know. We're gonna go ahead and go into the Donkey Kong portal, which, funny enough,
It's a portal within a portal.
it's a portal within a portal. And it's pretty cool if you like Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong was one of my favorite games when I was growing up too. Like, it was Super Mario and Donkey Kong, hands down. And this is Minecart Madness. It is a roller coaster type ride.
Whoever played the minecart level on Donkey Kong, you know that it's crazy.
Yeah.
So it is a bit jerky. So if
Right.
you have like, you know, some physical, issues, then I would just be warned that it is a little jerky. But it is super cute and very super nostalgic that I would do it.
I love this right here because I don't know if you guys ever played Donkey Kong, but that was like the place where you got your big old banana, and that's how you knew that you won the game.
In Donkey Kong Country, your power band also works. And if you've ever played the game, then you know that you have to collect the letters in every level, and they have all the letters here to spell out Kong. So all you do is tap your band, and then you'll collect the letter, and they have all of them, K-O-N-G, all through the portal.
Let's find them.
Yeah, we can go find them. I think the O is over there. Found the N.
And he's right here.
G's there. I think O's on the other side.
Okay.
So your G's here. And then the O is on this side. Oh, you can also, what's really cool about this right here, if you do your power band here, you can get a power up. You just have to touch it to stop it. And it links to your app. Look, you got a golden banana. And then that links to the Universal Play app for the Nintendo World. This here also is what everyone's talking about. This is the banana ice cream with the pineapple. Yeah, the banana ice cream that comes in the waffle cone with pineapple soda. We've not tried it yet. We're not super sweet people. Like we are like personality wise, right? Maybe. But like sweet tooth wise, we're not super, so we're gonna eventually try it, but with the heat right now, we're not gonna do that. However, I've heard it is really good.
I just low-key want the barrel.
Well, the barrel is what everybody wants.
Buy the barrel by itself, I would.
I know. Yay, we found it. Awesome.
Now what?
Our ventures, we stopped at the front merch store in Celestial Park at the entrance of the park, and they have the robes. I'm sure it's not the same experience. However, let me just tell you, the quality of these things, the detail is wild. It's wild. And like, look right here. So the inside, look, has a little slot right here.
The slot for
your
the wand.
Just one little wand slot right on the inside.
But that's so
look
smart.
at this little chain clasp. I mean, they are doing it. So we are ending our day here at Epic Universe, and we appreciate you guys coming along with us and checking things out. We're gonna be back so many times because we can't stay away.
Yeah, no, and I hope that you guys had just as much fun as we did. We are definitely going to try to come here as often as possible.
Yes.
And as soon as the annual pass rolls out, you bet that we're here. Also, don't forget that on June 5th,
5th, yes.
yeah, June 5th, we're going to be staying at Helios, and we might be bringing you some content, so make sure you follow along our social medias, which we'll tag down below. And until then,
Have an epic day.